What? How did he get to bed? He's not supposed to be able to do that. That's cheating. Look, mate. I know you want to get in the bed, but you're just not. You're going down that hole. Go on. Ooh. Hello and welcome to the realm of Midgard. I'm Dew Mountain and this is Chapter 2, Episode 4 from our realm. I'm standing here sort of where we left off last episode, where the bridge is supposed to be that sort of connects us from the spawn town to Foxwood. And well, I thought, you know what, I really want to get some villagers because as you can see, I've already broken my helmet. Not even like an in-between episodes it lasted, it's just gone. I need mending again. So instead of spending too much time on this bridge, let's get this done right away. As you can sort of see, I have a chest with all my supplies to get all of this built up. I'm gonna go get, 99 Mountain, whatever you want to call my camera account, come over and do a little bit of a watch so we can get this all built up and then head over and make a gold farm so we can start getting some villagers. Alright, let's jump into it. And just like that, we now have a bridge and a little bit of a leading path into Foxwood. Built up another custom tree, which you would have seen, and I don't know, I'm not quite sold on it like I am with the other one, but it might grow on me over time, I guess. I think that it's just a little bit too flat in some areas, and I'm not sure, but it'll either grow on me or I'll change it up a little bit. But we've built over this nice sort of rickety little rope bridge. I kind of like having the trap doors and the little put-out campfires to sort of set up the sort of brokenness of the bridge a little bit and give it a bit more texture. We've also decorated with a very expensive lodestone and the respawn anchor, which Athica has already wanted to touch and punch it, which I really don't want to have happen because that'll explode. But it looks cool. We've also added in a little sign so people know where they are now entering into. Also, just another cool little detail which I found was using the splash water bottle over the campfires for some food really keeps the actual food there, so a little bit more decoration. Looks like this stuff's been smoked over it by the campfire, so yeah, I'm kind of happy with how that is. But now that we've got this done, we can jump over to the industrial area and set up our gold farm. So I'll meet you over there. Alright, so now we're over here in the industrial area. Let's get ready to make ourselves our gold farm. Now, what do we need to actually make a gold farm? Well, we're going to need a portal, because each sort of tick, there's a random chance that a zombie pigman can spawn here, and that is what we need for our gold, because when they die, they drop gold nuggets. If killed by a player, they can drop some gold bars, as well as some gold tools and whatnot. But we're going to make sort of use out of this function here of getting the piglin to spawn from the portal, and then we're going to try and get them to fall and just die, because we really just want the nuggets, and we'll just craft them up later. Saves making up another trident killer and more XP, which will lag out stuff later on. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick a chunk, build a big portal, and what we're going to do is we're going to start ticking the portal on and off. So we'll be turning it on with a flint and steel, back off with the water, and then back on with the flint and steel, back off with the water, giving us more chances to actually spawn some of the zombie pigmen into our world. Then what they're going to do is they're going to spawn in, fall off, hopefully hit the ground where there'll be some hopper minecarts going along, pick up all our goodies and send them off to the storage area. So just before it hits night, let's go over to our section, which is just going to be over here. Now, this chunk here is our central chunk. That's why it's got the map here. And I was thinking that we might use that chunk there for our gold farm. So our if we head over here, we want to work out which way is south, because that's the way they'll spawn out of the portal. So our pigmen are going to be falling that way. Alright, so now that we've got all of that sort of details in, I'm going to pillar up about 24, maybe 30 blocks in the air in that chunk there, build ourselves up a portal, and then I'll bring it back in when we start setting up the ticking system for it. Alright, let me sleep first. Alright, so now we have this rather large nether portal hanging up there with a bit of a honeycomb block sort of stand behind it. It's just where we're going to put our redstone set up there. I've also mirrored that down here. I'd like to change it up for a few gold blocks when we get some of them, but yeah, just to sort of tie it all in. So let's fly up to our platform. Where you can see I have two dispensers, one with flint and steel, one with a water bucket. Now hopefully using these two and etho hopper clock, we will be able to set up our gold farm fairly quickly. So let's start off by making our etho hopper clock by just placing a hopper there into the ground. We'll break it again, and then we'll place it there. Now we're going to want to take one of these off either side of the hopper, and now I want my building block. Place there. Place there. On top of each one of those, you want a bit of redstone dust. Let's get ourselves, I may as well put this in here now. One of those. There we go. Bam, bam. That's it. When we put our items in it, so for example 6 sticks, this thing's going to move backwards and forwards, and this is going to give us our pulse or our timing to set off these 2 observers. So for now I'm just going to try and take out these sticks. That should stop it. But that's all set up. So now let's get over and build our sort of section which will be, well, setting this all off. So we're going to want a block there, some redstone dust, which will then go into this observer. We're going to want to observe the observer. Have some of this go redstone dust. The observer, no, looking at the redstone dust like so. And then we want to feed it back around. So that way, when our flint and steel fires, our water bucket should fire, breaking it, and then it should be fired again to collect the water without making too much of a mess. As long as I've made this right. Which we can check by adding in, I think 5 might go alright. Wait for this to be unpowered. Let's power it up. And there we go. On the second one, oh, sound like we had one already fall. But as you can see here, our clock is powering this dispenser, which fires off the flint and steel, and also sort of powering it, which this observer is detecting. It's then powering this line, which powers our dispenser with the water bucket in it. But this observer is also detecting that, which then sends off another little signal just to retract the water back. If we fly down, we should see, yep, that we're getting pigmen spawning and falling to their death. Sweet. That water effect might be a pain, but hopefully we can fix that a little bit later on. So all that's left really now to do over here for the gold farm is to set up a bit of a railway track just to collect it all, sort of like we did behind or underneath the sugarcane bamboo farm, except I'm thinking we can just do this straight on top and then feed all of our goodies into this water line. Now this also works without ticking it, so it'll be just a random chance that a pigman will spawn into the portal. So what I was thinking of is just going one out, building another portal, one out again, build another portal, one out again, build another portal. And instead of having those ones constantly ticking, I'll just leave them turned on so that if we run out of flint and steel, this whole system will still be able to, you know, gather us some gold. Let me go here. How many nuggets have we collected? So far we've gotten 4 nuggets and 6 rotten flesh, so that's not too bad. So what I think I might do now is set up those portals, maybe get in some railway here, and then we're moving on to phase 2 with our villagers, which is getting a breeder set up. Alright, I'll bring you back in when we're up to that phase. This thing's already working cool. See you soon. So, as you can see, I've gotten those other few portals set up. We've got our one main one ticking away. We've now set up a bit of just a railway system to collect all this stuff. I had to place a block just here because the water was, as you can see, dropping, and then it was breaking off on this block here, which was wrecking my railway. So that works all right now. I still get a few pigmen. If they land and go down with the water, they sort of don't die off. So I'm thinking maybe putting a bit of a fence around here and just throwing in an iron golem or something just to kill off any of the stragglers. But at the moment, it's coming up really well. And yeah, just a little bit of AFKing at it, and we are slowly getting in our gold, but you know what? I'm happy with it. Now it's on to part 2 of this whole setup. We need to acquire a couple of villagers to, you know, set up our villager breeder. So if we quickly turn this off and then head over through that nether portal, we'll find ourselves some villagers to work with. So let me turn this off and we'll meet over in the nether. Alright, so now we are over in the nether side where, you know, the industrial area is. That's the portal just there. And we have some dirt that's come through. Okay. No, we have 2 villages here, which are sort of like the community villages. So I'm going to set down 3 beds. Did not mean to do that. No! Didn't mean to do that. Alright, let's go retrieve our stuff. You see, working with villagers in the nether, especially when trying to breed them, is a little bit dangerous. Let's go see what we can save. I know we lost our 2 villagers. That's a pain. And a setback. Right. As long as I haven't lost my wings, we can rebuild. Uh-oh. I'm not seeing my wings. Oh, so much fire that they could have fallen into. As long as I haven't lost my wings, we can rebuild. We have lost some stuff. I've lost my wings, I lost my villagers. Oh no, and my axe. Yeah, I think it's just my axe. Oh, my bucket of water. Alright. So, I think first off, let's just see, nothing flew out here. Let's repatch this hole. And then let's rebuild. Alright, so I fixed the hole now. Went out back to the spawn village and grabbed a flint and steel because I'm very hopeful. I don't think it's going to happen. That I light that portal and my wings might be on the other side. It's not going to happen, but just got to light it anyway. Oh, that's not it. Alright, let's see. Can they please be over here? Looks like I'm going end raiding after this. But we still have a mission. Now, potatoes. Alright. So, using those villagers isn't going to work because I kind of just killed them. So, let's head back to the spawn village where there's a few villagers there still. We'll try and grab 2 in a boat and not kill ourselves and them in the same time. Right. Bring it back when I got 2 villagers in a boat. Phew. Well, that's kind of a success. We didn't lose any other villagers, so now to transfer these guys over to the nether. I'm committed to make this breeder work in the nether. Alright, so it's going to become dark soon. Let's try and get these guys as close to the portal as I can get yours. Alright, we've got our 2 baby villagers here, ready hopefully to pain-freely go into the portal. He says, not knowing if they're actually going to do it for him. Alright, let's get you to move over. Hopefully you're going to be in enough that all I have to do is break the boat and you'll just... Oh, don't die. Okay. So I'm also just going to try and put a boat over in the other side of the portal so that when they go through, I should just be boated. Alright, let's see if this works. Okay, break the portal. There we go. Did he go into the boat? I hope so. And he didn't, but I got him. Whew. Alright, now we just got to do this again. Alright, now that we're over here, so this is spawn. Over this side here, see this big tunnel I dug out? I didn't know how far I had to go to be able to put a portal for Foxwood. Yeah, I only had to go to here. So I've set up a portal with this open room behind it, which is where we're going to put our villagers. I'm thinking of having the 2 parent villagers on this side, the bed's over here, so the baby's going to want to run out, go to the bed, fall down into this spot, which is where we're going to do all of our work with them. I'll show you where this brings us out in Foxwood. So we just come out through here. We're just near the little lakeside where the fishing hut is. So you can see over here, the fishing hut over there, back to town over there. So yeah, let's now bring those villagers into that room and see if we can get them to set up. Wait for them to get a bit older so they can start breeding. And then we've got ourselves our villager breeder ready to work with, getting all of our nice good villager trades. So let's see how painful this is going to be. Oh, that is not good at all. Oh, I don't have any arrows. No way. Oh. This has not been a good episode, guys. Oh. Alright, let's go get some arrows, defend our villages, and get back on track. While we're walking back, because I've got no more wings, I was thinking between episodes I might even finish up all the different pathways, so that way, we can sort of have a bit better sort of scale and look out of where things will be, and sort of a bit of better spacing for things. The white carpet's cool, but it just doesn't show it well enough on the map, which we also need to update now that we've got a few new builds. So yeah, I might do that between these episodes, just so that we've got that out of the way. You guys don't really need to see that. Alright, now let's go and defend our villagers. Oh, that sucked. Come on, you're defending your baby villagers. There we go. I'm picturing epic fight music here. So I might die again. Rah!
Let's go.
Well, at least that's one victory we've got in this episode. Ah. Who's attacked me from behind? You! Oh, get out of the boat with the villager. Alright, come on. Once we get to the moss carpet, you'll be safe. If I can get you around a corner. This way, please. Oh. Really? Okay. No. Go to... I mean, I guess I could be in the boat with you and just row it, but... might be how it's going to go.
The question is how am I going to get you up there? Please don't be... Uh-oh. Okay, we can fix this. Break these. To here. So you get your own little parking space, mate.
Yeah, because I want like this to be where the workstation would sit, and then the village would stand here. I'm also wanting to try and get a zombie to stand here, so that way we'll have a bit of glass blocking its head, so pretend I'm the zombie. Bit of glass blocking my head so it can't attack the villager. When we want to cure the villager, we're going to lift up a piston which will remove the block of glass, and we'll be able to, let our zombie attack our villager, so then we can, cure it and get the discounts. So, while we wait for these guys to grow up, I think I'm going to go and set up these pods here. I've put that on the wrong block there. This is where I want it. Set up the villagers, and I might even try and go and capture myself a zombie, name him, get him over here. I might or might not record that, depending on how it goes. If it's anything like the rest of this episode, I might be in some trouble. But I'll see when these guys are a bit older. Alright, so our two baby villagers now have grown up, and I managed to get them up there in their boats. As you can see, it's just a very basic setup here. Villagers are going to stand over here. I'll throw them the food they need, get them to breed. Then the baby's going to run to try and get on the beds, which will be over here, and fall down here and hopefully be trapped where we can work with them. Now, I still need to get... So let me just close it off. I still need to get a zombie down there, so I might try and get that in the workings right after I place these beds. First off, I just want to see if, it will work and these guys will breed. And we know how well me placing beds went last time. So let's just see. That's one. That's two. And they've paired up. Beautiful. This is scary. Okay. I am out of this room. That's it. Now, let's let our villagers out of their boats. Okay, we put a piece of glass in there. I've got food for them. I do not. Well, as you can see, these guys are trying to go through and get to the bed. So that means that part's working. What I do need to add in is just 2 professions to lock these guys, so that when the baby comes in, I'm not trying to circle their trades, I can circle the fresh babies. And I need to get a villager in here. So at the moment, because we know no babies are going to come in, I'll just open that up. So yeah, I want to have like the piece of glass there, as I was saying, and then have our zombie friend standing down there. So I'll try and organise that. I might record no audio, but just the footage of me failing with a zombie. And then when we come back, hopefully we'll be starting to breed some villagers. So I'll see you in a little bit. So as we can see, I've managed to get that zombie trapped in there now. Got the glass in place as well, which is really good. Now all that we need to really get done is lock in these 2 guys with a profession, give them some food, and see if the whole thing works. So if I break this, I'm thinking that I can get a way of breaking these two and adding in 2 barrels to make these guys fishermen. Now, can they see them? They can. So if I break this bit of glass, now I want to trade, string, and lock them in. Now, that's him. Try and trade with this guy. Beautiful. Now we have 2 of them. They won't try and now take the trade that we're going to give the baby, which for this sort of first few, I'm going to do as toolsmiths, or the smithing table setup trade, because we have a ton of iron and these guys, well, they'll buy it. So if we can cure them up to get them to buy 1, iron for 1 emerald, we'll make a heap of emeralds, which will set them all up along this wall there, so that while we're trading around with these guys to set in their trades, make sure they're the best villager we can get, we'll have plenty of emeralds in the bank. So let's now place that down in expectance for our baby. Let's quickly grab these potatoes, and I just want to throw them out there and get them to start breeding up. Now I only have 1 piece of glass because they've still got that, so perfect. Let's put this in here. Hopefully these guys will start breeding. Did I give them enough carrots? Carrots, potatoes. Let me just give them a few more. Just give them all, really. And let's see if they'll start breeding. Now, while they're working that out, my plan is to flip this setup. I don't want the baby over there. Flip this setup and have it over on this wall. Because this is a very slow method to try and get villagers to start breeding, we're going to really be doing 1 at a time. I thought having 2 pods would make this a bit quicker. And then, yeah, just have all the villagers set up along that back wall. Perfect. We have our baby villager. Now, will he run down and fall in? I think he will. It's just the parents in the way. So once he does that, we've just got to play the waiting game for him to grow up. I've realised that that's a mistake there, so place that because the baby could just jump back out. But yeah, so I'm just going to now wait for him to be a bit older, and then we're going to craft ourselves up a golden apple. Got my splash post of weakness, and we can give this guy a cure up and hopefully end the episode on a high note, because we've had a few fails at the moment. Oh, there we go. The baby is in there. Now we just got to wait for him to grow up. Alright, so our villager has grown up. He has taken the profession, and as we can see, he is a toolsmith. And, okay, so the iron is the 2nd level trade. That's alright. We can lock him in here with buying some of the stone axes. Sorry. Buying some of the stone axes, which I'm going to kind of need for the moment because, yeah, I lost mine. So, let's now do the next stage. See if we can get the zombie to attack him. Mom, will you attack him? Give us our zombie villager. It's so hard, I can't even see what's happening down there. I'm hoping this is going to work. Like, I tested it in the testing world and it came up alright. So we've just got to wait and see, I guess, for that zombie to be ready to attack our villager. Alright, so, as you can see, our first villager, well, he is a zombie. That did work successfully. But we had some problems, so he's now in a boat and he'll be killing off the next generation to come through. So now we just got to wait for these 2 to breed up another one and try again. I hope this system will work again, and I'll bring it back when we're up to the same stage again. Alright, take 2. So, yes, he has taken the trade. Let's prepare ourselves. We need one of these and one of these. Now, Let's lock in your trade. There's some pickaxes this time. Alright. Right. Now, please be attacked. Good, there's only one zombie in there still. Perfect. Let's... We probably actually don't even need this in there now at the moment. Move that. Splash him. Did I take both apples out? Oh, I did. Alright. We did it! We have our zombie curing away. And then when he's reconverted, we should get some cheaper trades. So hopefully we can see that it sort of comes down to the one sort of emeralds. But we're just going to have to wait a minute or two. So let's see what happens. Hey, there we have it. Alright. That's what we want. That's what we want. Let's buy a few of these, unlock that trade. Look at this. We can probably need a bin to get rid of some of these junk items. But we are now just going to be swimming in emeralds. Ooh, I could also see a diamond shovel coming up. Oh, I think we can unlock that. Efficiency? Ooh. Oh, should we keep going with him? I think we should, just to end it. Let's grab a couple more. A few more of these. Oh, that's not going to do it. Is he locked out of everything? I'm not giving you a diamond, buddy. But that's it, guys. Now I'm just going to repeat this so we can get our whole wall going along. But yeah, so really took a bit of time, let's be honest. You know, I had to get the villager in the right spot and the zombie villager in the right spot. We died accidentally setting off a bed, but you know what? All learning lessons, I think. It's good to keep learning. But I think we're going to wrap this up now. I need to head off into the end dimension and try and get myself another set of wings. Also got some paths I need to work on, and I might even build up a few farms in between the episodes. So, if you've made it this far into the video, thank you very, very much. And until next time, bye!